So Oleksandr Usyk has officially split with his manager Alexander Krassyuk, and honestly, I feel like this is because Oleksandr Usyk is going to retire after the Daniel Dubois fight, and I'm pretty sure about this one as well. I'm pretty certain Oleksandr Usyk will retire after this. He's about 38 now, going to be 39 in January. If he wins the fight, he's made history and will become a two-time undisputed champion at heavyweight, the only two-time undisputed champion at heavyweight. There'd be nothing else for him to do. And I feel like this is only a start and a bit of a hint at that as well, that this split with his manager is now officially a sign of an Oleksandr Usyk retirement. They've worked together throughout Oleksandr Usyk's whole pro career, and now it's no longer a partnership. Out of nowhere, really, as well. Out of absolutely bloody nowhere, this news came out of. And it's very clear to see that we know for a fact, I believe Usyk said it himself, he hasn't really got many fights left in his career. I feel like, I think he said he's got 2 or something. I mean, he said he'd do one against... obviously the Dubois fight happening. I don't know who else was it against. He's saying Ngannou, or was it? It wasn't Ngannou. It was someone else who he said. Oh, Alex Pereira. That's the fight they were gonna do. A gimmick kind of fight with that. I don't know if that's the case. If that's what Oleksandr Usyk is going to do, I don't know. But I feel like this is a sign that Usyk's retirement is coming. This could be his last fight, or he has one more after this. But I'm very certain that he's not going to end up fighting Parker or Ajit Kabayel if he beats Dubois. I can see a side of this, and I do think personally, I think it would be good if he fought Kabayel or Parker. And I feel like this is because it would just add that bit more to Usyk's resume overall at heavyweight. I mean, he'd be a undisputed 2-time champion, so I don't really think he'd care about that too much. But I'm saying it would be good if he fought at least one of them, because so far we've got 2 Anthony Joshua fights, 2 Tyson Fury fights. Now we're going into 2 Daniel Dubois fights. That's 6 fights where, he's fought 3 guys twice. I'd want to see there be a bit more of a mix-up here, in my opinion, with an extra name added to that resume for Oleksandr Usyk. But again, he doesn't need to do that if he does beat Dubois, though, because he's completed what he's wanted to do, make history. He's made history already. All he needs to do is become a 2-time undisputed. Then it's like, does he even need those other names? Really? Is that what he's going to really start to think about? So I think they've split because they know this is Usyk's last fight. If it's not his last fight, but I'm pretty sure it will be. If it's not, then I don't know why they've split. I don't know why. But I don't know. But you never know. There might be a bit more to it. The fact that Oleksandr Usyk has split with him, only like 3 weeks out from that Daniel Dubois second fight. Then there could be more to it, in my opinion. And we don't fully know the whole ins and outs to it yet. He might just want to be a free agent so we can try and get a bit more money out of someone like Krassyuk, or he can get more, try and, get negotiating on his own, building his own brand, managing guys like, Daniel Lapin and all that. That might be something that Oleksandr Usyk's doing, possibly. That wouldn't surprise me. But it is very obvious that he might be doing that, though, because he is retiring and he's making his own brand, because he knows he hasn't got long left in the sport. So he just wants to do that for this fight. I don't know. I feel like, no, I'm pretty sure that is what could be going down here, in my opinion. I'm pretty sure that is what could be going down. There's no other explanation for it, really, apart from retirement is coming. It is coming. And, I feel like it's clear with what he's been saying as well. And with his age, especially, it's not like he's like a 33-year-old undisputed champ or anything like that. He's 38. He's pushing 40 now. And there's overall not loads left for him to do in the sport. If he loses to Daniel Dubois, would he still retire though? Like, that is something that needs to be considered. Or he might just want to just go into the trilogy under his own brand or something like that though. Or I feel like, he might just want to be independent for his last few fights. He might have about, you never know, for all we know, he might have 3 more fights. He might have, this Daniel Dubois fight, Joseph Parker or Caballero, and then going into an Alex Pereira fight or something like that. That might be the case, and he wants to do that under his own influence. Or it might be this Daniel Dubois fight, and then he goes in for an Alex Pereira fight, and the Alex Pereira fight is under his own terms, under his own promotion, because he might not fully want that to be a pro fight. He might want to be might want it to be an exhibition fight. And Alex Krassyuk, I hope I'm saying his name right, I think, he might not want to be involved in that at all. That might be why the split is, or Usyk just wants to do that under his own promotion. I don't know. Or just before going into the Daniel Dubois fight, Oleksandr Usyk wants to build Usyk 17, it's called. He might want to be building that up as his own thing with Daniel Lapin, try and bring in other fighters and promote it while promoting the Daniel Dubois fight. I do feel like there's many possibilities to this all. 100% there's many possibilities to it all. But I don't see why he wouldn't want to be building up the Usyk 17 brand more unless he wasn't retiring. So, it might be all about him wanting to build that brand, but he wants to build that brand even more because he's retiring and wants to go into that more promotion role. That's what I'm thinking. I can't really think otherwise. I mean, it might be a money thing, but does Oleksandr Usyk need that money? Does he really need that legacy at this point in his career? No, but you never know. Fighters don't know when to stop. And when you've got someone like Oleksandr Usyk who's been in this game all of his life, it's going to be difficult to stop. But with all the achievements he's done, and I feel like, Usyk's a smart guy as well when it comes to business, when it comes to negotiating, when it comes to all this stuff. He's a smart guy. I feel like he's got his wits about him. I feel like he knows when he should hang it up. And I feel like he cares so much about his legacy. He's not going to want to tarnish that at all, really, is he? So, yeah, I think Usyk is going to be retiring after Daniel Dubois, but he wants to build that brand. Anyway, thank you for watching.